So Rosh Hashanah is the New Year's for Jewish people in the Jewish calendar. This year it's 5,782, that's the year, and it begins Monday night. It's the first day of the month of Tishrei, the Hebrew month of Tishrei, and it celebrates the creation of the world, and it also, for us, begins the very intense 10-day period called the Days of Awe, where we're tasked with deep introspection and really to look at our lives to see how we're doing and if any course correction needs to take place. You'll see that we still have our booths up, and that's for, on my right here, for me to be in, and the plexiglass is 3 sides plus the ceiling. Also on the left side here, that's for our cantor. And so when we go in there, that booth is our mask. Everyone who attends, and we are limiting attendance here in the synagogue, everyone else will participate on Zoom. In addition, the big changes are that while inside, people who are not of the same household will still physically distance 6 feet. People will wear masks the entire time they're here inside. And really, I'd say the biggest is that we've asked and required pre-registration and proof of vaccination. And so a person might say they want to come, but if we don't ahead of time see that proof of vaccination card sent to us, then our leadership decided that's not the way we want to go. Only people who've proven that they're vaccinated. Because safety and personal health is the highest priority in Judaism. As a matter of fact, Yom Kippur is the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. But if you're sick, and also if you're pregnant actually, this fast day does not apply to you. If your doctor says you have to eat or you have to drink, then the fast is put to the side. You eat, you drink, you get yourself healthy, and then you'll have many other Yom Kippur days to observe in the future. So health in the Jewish community is an extremely high priority. Well, as usual, we have services in the evenings. We have services also in the morning, both Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll be going out to Turner's Pond to cast away symbolically that we want to cast away all of our wrongdoings during the year, and we throw that upon the waters and let it wash away. That symbolizes a new year. That is called tashlich, or casting out, and we have a lot of people who come to that, and it's a really nice, again, symbolic way to say we really want to get rid of our schmutz, all of the things that have kind of still are in who we are that we know needs to be cleaned up. And really, we're so happy that this year we'll be able to blow the shofar here in the synagogue. We did not do that last year. Last year we blew shofar for the whole community out on the town green, which was a wonderful opportunity too, with people standing quite separated one from another. But here we'll be able to blow shofar, and people will hear that call to repentance, that call for self-reflection and self-accounting. Words of advice. Well, actually, when it comes to the pandemic, we have a panel of 3 doctor PhDs, and whenever it has come to the health component, they are the ones who set the standards for our community here. But when it comes to what I would say are the other issues, the more spiritual issues, loneliness and a sense of isolation, it's really tough. My mother is 94, and for many months we couldn't visit her. She doesn't have a computer, and so we couldn't have any internet, WhatsApp or FaceTime connections with her. And it was really, really difficult. The activities that she so enjoys going to, the exercise classes in her building, they were shut down. And now, for the past several months, she's, of course, been able to do that again. But we called her. I have 4 brothers. We always, made sure that we kept in close contact to let her know that she wasn't alone, that she wasn't forgotten, that she wasn't just cast aside. Goodness. So if you see someone, if you know someone, you haven't spoken to them in a while, or if you yourself feel a bit isolated, the human connection is so, so important. And that's why for so many faith communities, religious practice is not done alone in a cave. It's done with others singing with you, with seeing how they're doing and them checking in on you. There's an old joke that both Goldstein and Silverman, they go to synagogue and they sit next to one another. And Goldstein goes to talk to God, and Silverman goes to talk to Goldstein. So in a way, there's a lot of truth in that. So I would say spiritually, know that this is tough, and it demands a certain kind of resilience that we haven't really ever had to show in our lifetime. I mean, people lived through world wars, and people have lived through difficult times. During this pandemic, early on, I was reading excerpts from the diary of Anne Frank, because we looked to her as someone who was in that upstairs attic, isolated, just with her family, couldn't go outside. And we looked to her as really heroic in so many ways, and the strength that she had, we wanted to access some of that. So I read excerpts every week from that diary, and people said it really helped because it talked about what does it take, and she was a young teen. So that's my advice. That's my advice, to know that it's emotionally challenging, it's spiritually challenging, and that caring for one another is what's necessary. And remember that a phone goes both ways. If you're waiting for someone to call you, stop, give them a call, and you'd be surprised at how much you'll enjoy the conversation.